Starting on Assumption's offense this evening. Number 2, junior Jarrett Hartley. Number 12, senior Craig Elson.
You are watching the introduction of the Assumption Royals offensive football team before tonight's home matchup against the Athens Blue Jays. Athens comes into this game here tonight at 2-1 overall, 1-0 in the Cloverwood Conference. The Assumption Royals, meanwhile, are looking for their first win of the year after an 0-3 start. My name is Milton Natta, joined by Napgezek and Travis Paulman to bring you live coverage. If you're watching on Friday, the 7th of September, on one of the many platforms of Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, you are watching this game live, and we are so glad that you have joined us. And if you're watching on demand or tape delay, we're very happy to have you watching the coverage of Assumption Royal football. Royals, as you can see, are in all blue. Blue tops, blue pants, blue helmets, white piping, white numerals. The Blue Jays have the white jersey tops and the big white stripe on their football pants. And we'll get this one underway in just a moment. It is a gorgeous late summer's night. We've got a little less than 2 weeks to go in summer, but tonight's perfect. The temperature is in the mid-60s. We have a whisper of a breeze from time to time, but it's just going to be a really, really gorgeous evening to sit down and enjoy a high school football game. It's Athens and it's Assumption. Athens will be kicking it to the Royals to get this game underway. Craig Elson and Cole Stotts are heading back deepest to receive this kick. Cooper Diedrich is the kicker for Athens. Elson and Stotts settle in at about the 15-yard line. And it's an end-over-end kick that Elson will take at the 20. He steps across the 30 and is taken down at about the 32-yard line. Jarrett Hartley, the junior, is getting the start at quarterback tonight.
32-yard line.
5'7", 160-pounder. He wears number 2. Well, now Elson steps in. Looks like Elson will play quarterback and Hartley will be in the slot here to the near side. So, number 12, Craig Elson at quarterback. Inside run and some space here to the 40 and about the 41-yard line for Aiden Elson. That's a nice pickup on the play of nearly 7 yards.
Pickup of 8 on the play, brings up second down.
Second and short for Assumption. At full house backfield, 2 tight ends, only 1 receiver, and nothing doing. Slammed down for a loss. Inside handoff that is a 1-yard loss. Not totally sure. I think that the ball carrier might have been Aiden Elson again, but I can't confirm that for you. I never could see the number of the running back. So it's 3rd and 3. First down is right at the 43-yard line. And Aiden Elson is right behind Craig Elson in the backfield. Ferrari is split wide to the far side, and there's some confusion on the part of the Royals here as to what they are running on this 3rd down play, and it necessitates a timeout by Jeff Sullivan. 10:27 to go here, just the opening 90 seconds of this first quarter.
Assumption Catholic School's Forward Drive for Your School fundraiser will take place. Again, that's Saturday, September 15th at Assumption. Stopping between 9 and 2 p.m., 9 a.m. and 2 p.m.
That's the student section down to our right.
Assumption High School Catholic Schools can earn up to $6,000.
And the home crowd on the near sidelines.
Company in Rapids Ford. If you test drive a new Ford Fiesta that day, Ford will offer up to additional.
And those are the folks that have made the trip down from Athens tonight.
The junior class, they having a brat prize on the same day to raise funds for this year's junior prom. So bring your appetite and your driver's license. That's September 15th.
Third down and 3 for the Royals. They're going to bring Reed Duhlman wide to the near side. It's Aiden Elson, and he is stopped short of the first down at the 42. And now Jeff Sullivan has to decide if he's going to go on 4th and 1. The ball is in the midfield area, and it appears as if they might go here on 4th and a yard. The yard, now they're going to change the down marker on the far side. Scoreboard is at 4th and 1, and that's what we have here. I'm not sure that's still quite right over there. It's 4th and 1. And they're going to ask for a measurement. I think more than anything else, Jeff Sullivan just wants to see exactly what distance he's looking at here, maybe to help him out with his play call, what have you. But they're going to stretch out the chains, and it's well less than a yard. It's that much, 1.5 feet.
He's going down a foot for the Royals.
And that, I think, will give him more confidence to go here on 4th down. Will they run that option, or will they go straight ahead, just straight ahead power football to get that foot and a half? It's a quarterback sneak, and it is Craig Elson who has the first down for the Royals all the way up to the 45. No problems on the 4th down conversion for the Royals. And they keep the drive alive up at their own 45. Now here's the option. They'll pitch it back to Aiden Elson. He's got room. He's going down the far side at the 30. One man to beat at the 20. He does it, and he's got the touchdown. A 55-yard touchdown run gives the Royals their first home touchdown of the year. That's the first time tonight that they've run the option. They've had other running plays, but not the option. And that option play along the far sidelines broke wide open. And it gives the Royals the touchdown on their opening possession. And they'll look to go up 7-0 here. And one of the coaches here on the Royal sidelines is congratulating Reed Duhlman, the wide receiver. He says, "That's a great block. That's a great block. Are you kidding me?" So it was Duhlman whose block sprung Elson down the sidelines, and his coach quite proud of him. Les Sullivan, George Hartley, Drew Swindrowski, Dennis Tork, and Joe Rails are the assistants that serve Jeff Sullivan. So it's 7-0 Assumption. So Athens will get their first possession of the night after Vieira kicks it away. Jake Denson is the return man to the near side. That looks like Luis Oliveras. to the far side. Short kick bounds at the 25 and out of bounds. And that's going to help out the Blue Jays. Interesting to see here who starts at quarterback. Cooper Dietrich and Seth Coker were both throwing in warm-ups and throwing the football well. Looks like it's going to be Seth Coker, the senior, number 7, that will start out the night for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays are going to flood the formation with 4 receivers, sending Denson in motion. Big pressure. Pass is caught at the 45. It's a first down. Tackles made by Cole Stotts, and the catch by Kobe Ellenbecker. It's going to be interesting to watch this Blue Jay team. Again, they had 2 kids throwing really well in warm-ups, and here they come out and they spread out the field, and they show a tendency to pass as opposed to run the football. They do have Jordan Decker who's playing running back, but watch the uniqueness of this formation now. Straight down the line from our broadcast location. Look how those slot men turn in, and now they send one in motion. It's another pass play. Big pressure, steps out of the sack, and then is thrown down at midfield. A good job by Derek Bathke. He got some help from Ben Elson as well, and it's a pickup of 3 yards. They got a hit on Coker when he got the ball away on the first down pass, and here he pulls it down and carries it to midfield. 2nd down and 7. Two backs in the shotgun with Coker. He sneaks it to the first man up there. That's Dane Diethelm, but he really didn't have anywhere to go. Immediately tackled by the Royals. Among them was Aiden Elson and Cole Stotts again. So it's going to be 3rd down and long. A good 6 here for Athens. And coverage on the outside. Play fake. Coker still got it, but nowhere to go. And he fights a step into Assumption territory, but no more. And the Royal defense, stout, holding on 3rd and 6. And let's see what they decide to do here. I don't see a punter coming on. I believe on 4th down and 6 from the Assumption 49 that Athens is going to go, or is that, nope, Coker's dropping back to kick it away. No Royal back deep. They're going to finally shake Craig Elson back. Coker's going to run with it now. He's going to try to get to the sticks. He's got it and more as he goes to the 35 and takes a big hit. And now the Royals are saying they have the football. Do they? No? Okay, a number of Royals were pointing to their end of the field. I don't know if they thought they had held the Blue. Oh, they recovered it out of bounds, it says. Okay. So out of the punt formation, Athens converts on 4th and 6, and they've got it at the Assumption 34. Football was fumbled, but recovered out of bounds. There's a running play inside, nothing doing. The Royals right there plugging up that hole. And it's a loss of a yard on the play as Jordan Decker was the ball carrier. 3 Royals there plugging that hole on the left guard slot. Athens in and out of that huddle in a hurry. Here's the pitch to Decker, near side, steps through one would-be tackler, but not past Aiden Elson, who makes the stop at the 32. So it's going to be 3rd down and a long 7 here for the Blue Jays.
6 up 3rd and 8.
Coker sets up. He's throwing it to the pylon far side. Beautifully defended, but it's going to be an interference call. We're going to get Reed Duhlman on pass interference. I don't know if he got himself fully turned around in time. That might be what drew the penalty marker. It's going to be defensive pass interference, and that will give Athens a first down. And we're going to wait here for the mark off. I believe this will be a 15-yard penalty. Now he's going to start over. Yeah, 15 yards all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Penalty against the Royals.
So that's a big penalty there that will bring up a 1st and 10 for Athens. They attempt to get the tying score. We're midway through the first period, and it's 7-0 Assumption. This is Athens' first possession of the night. Coker fakes to Decker, keeps it himself, now pitches it out to Diethelm, and Diethelm is taken down by Cole Stotts, and getting help from Craig Elson as well. They stop him for, looks like a loss of about half a yard or so, according to that marker on the far side. Art gives you a great look at it. The down marker is behind the yardage marker. And so here comes 2nd down and 10.5. Coker throws that little bubble screen to the far side. And a good job by the man coming back from the inside for Assumption, making the tackle at the 15, which now it's going to be 3rd down and 10.
Pass is complete for a short gain. I think 3rd and 10.
3rd and long. Decker behind Coker. Now Coker looks under pressure, pulls it down. Penalty flag's down. He'll get to the 10-yard line, but this is almost certainly against Athens, and likely to be a 10-yard penalty from the 20-yard line, which is going to bring up 3rd down and very long. That flag thrown by the referee in the pocket, and it's going to be against the offensive line of Athens. You can see our referee talking to Josh Dockel. That one's an easy one, right, to accept. And move the ball back to the 30-yard line, where it will be now 3rd and 22.
Penalties against the Blue Jays. Brings up a 3rd and 20.
First down's all the way down near the 7-yard line. It's actually closer to 3rd and 23 than it is 3rd and 22. Coker gives it to the inside man, who's thrown down for a loss of more than 5 yards. Jake Denson is the ball carrier, but Josh Dockel burst through and blew that play up. And now it's 4th down and 28 yards to go for Athens. Let's see what they do. Remember now, their quarterback, Coker, is their punter. Let's see if they run a play or they try to pin the Royals deep. It looks like they're going to run a play. First down is at the 7-yard line. Coker back. Now late pressure. He rolls out. He's throwing it long down here at the goal line. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Liam Weller, but it was well overthrown. And the Royals hold and get the football back, and they'll get it in good field position up at the 35-yard line, holding a 7-0 lead. Three minutes and 36 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Great job of recovering by that Royal defense after the pass interference call.
I give him the 1 to 10. He says, yeah. Are you just putting this in?
And this quarterback, I believe, Craig Elson, and they're still going. Coming out of the pack and running down the far side. And all the way down for the touchdown is Cole Stotts. How did that happen? Looked like that play was stopped. I was trying to figure out if Elson had kept it or given it to Aiden Elson, but apparently Craig got it away at the last second to Cole Stotts, who goes down the far sideline, 65 yards for the score. I still don't know how that happened. 13-0 Royals after two very similar plays, both breaking long runs down the far sideline. The first 55 yards, that one 65 yards, and he just emerged out of the pile and burst down the sidelines, and that's the great start for the Royals here tonight.
Spoiled by that, aren't we? Can't you hit the rewind button?
No, I'm not sure what that conversation's about. I don't think it's the previous play. They've lined up for the point after, so I think they're clear there, but and we still have a delay here in the point after. Oh, okay. I wonder. That's the Athens coach. I wonder if he has some questions about the touchdown run too. I don't think it's going to get overturned, but I wonder if he thought that play should have been whistled dead. I mean, it was like the play was over. There was the big scrum, and all of a sudden out comes Cole Stotts out of the other end, and I really wonder if Todd Diethelm thinks that play should have been whistled dead, or he's unhappy about the touchdown run. I didn't hear a whistle either, Art. And so the touchdown run's going to stand. It's not going to make Coach Diethelm happy, but the 65-yard run by Cole Stotts is going to stand, and Assumption has a 13-0 lead. Oh, that one's blocked. So it will remain 13-0 Assumption. 3 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the first. Two long runs have the Royals on top. West Side Water Tower just by the BMX racing track. Always stands guard over the Southwood County 2000 field when we're here and when we're not. So Assumption to kick it off. This feels good for the Royals fans. They've been shut out back-to-back games since the opener, which was a 9-6 loss, a really tough loss, and just feels good now for them to break out tonight and get some long runs and get a lead and get the home crowd engaged. Guevara's kick. Good kick down to the 15. Picked off there by Olivares to the far side. He's still going at the 40 and is across the 45 to the 47, and that gets a big cheer out of the Athens faithful on the far side.
Kickoff return out of Brunke. Gives Athens a first down on their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10 for Athens. Draw play, and it's breaking wide open. Touchdown saving tackle by Craig Elson on Decker. Jordan Decker gets 12 for Athens.
First down, Blue Jays.
Decker again into the middle of the 38-yard line. Cole Stotts making the tackle. You don't want to have your kids in the secondary be making too many tackles in their running game. That means they're breaking through and getting some good yardage, and that's been happening a bit here. Stotts making the stop at the 39. 2nd and 6. Little inside handoff and a short run. Looks like it was Dane Diethelm, one of those wing backs that faced in on the line of scrimmage. He got just 2 yards to the 37. 3rd down and almost 5 here. Coker gives it to Decker. Decker fights close to the first down, but I think according to the line judge on the far side is short. It's probably less than a yard needed for the first down, but he is short. There you get a great look at it. That marker is going to turn over to 4th down, 4th and 1. Late stages of the first quarter, and Assumption's on top 13-0. Coker under center, wants the quarterback keeper, and he was able to push forward just enough. Now, the Royals think there's a fumble, and they've got it. Is there any indication of that from the officials? There is not. Will remain the possession of the Athens Blue Jays. 1st and 10 from the Royal 33.
For the Blue Jays.
Coker on the run, and he moves inside the 30 to the about the 29-yard line. 4 yards for Seth Coker there.
Pick up about 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down.
Decker sifting through, stood up, no whistle yet, there it is. Stopped at the 26-yard line. And that should be the final play of this first quarter. Keeping an eye just in case. Yep, that'll do it. So 2 long touchdown runs. Ada Nelson from 55, Cole Stotts from 65. And Assumption leads after 1, 13-0. We'll have the second quarter for you momentarily here on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. As we start this second quarter play, Athens on the move. They're at the Assumption 25. They have a 2nd and 3. They had a good drive on their first possession. We're down in scoring oops, there's an offside against the Royals that will give Athens a first down at the 20-yard line. Royals got help from a holding penalty and were able to get a couple of tackles for losses and pull the Blue Jays, but now they're back down in scoring territory in the red zone at the 20. Coker gives to Decker. Decker hit hard right away by Josh Dockel. He's dragged down. Dockel got help from Simon Flick, the linebacker, number 52. So it's a 2-yard pickup, bringing up 2nd and 8. Decker again, he's hit and down he goes. That time the tackle made by Cole Stotts coming up from the secondary. Ball's down at the 16-yard line, 3rd and 7. There's the head coach of the Blue Jays, Todd Diethelm. He's looking to get a score here and get his team back in this one. Assumption with the strong first quarter and a 13-0 lead. Want to throw the screen in the middle. It's caught and short of the first down, very close to the first down. We'll see here where they mark it. I think it's a little short and will bring up a 4th down and let's see. Yeah, 4th and a long yard. There you look at it. First down is short of the 10. And here come the Blue Jays to go. Last time they had this, they ran the quarterback sneak, but that won't happen this time because Coker's in the shotgun. He gives it to Decker, who has the first down at the 10. So a 1st and goal series awaits the Blue Jays.
Jordan Decker with the carry. First down for the Blue Jays. The 1st and goal from the 9.5-yard line.
Coker tosses it to Decker. Down he goes. It's a loss on the play. And of course it's Cole Stotts. I think
Decker with the carry, Cole Stotts for that tackle.
He comes pouring through and makes another tackle.
Lost a couple on the play. 2nd and goal.
Back to the 11. We're at 2nd and goal. Coker still has it. He's looking to make a play. He pitches it out. It goes out of bounds. Oh, that was a haphazard play there from Seth Coker. He saw that there would be nothing there for him to run, but he really didn't have a good play on the pitch either. And it ends up losing some more yardage. This is all the way back to the 13-yard line, I believe. Nope, they're going to mark it between the 11 and the 12. Still, it's 3rd and goal. And a chance here for the Royals to do what they did on that first possession, which was bend but not break. 2 downs to hold 11 yards. Coker rolling to the near side, pulls it down, throws, caught, and diving for the end zone and making the touchdown is Kobe Ellenbecker. That'll make it 13-6. Assumption still leading here early in the second quarter.
Pass is complete. Kobe Ellenbecker. He's also a touchdown.
9:10 mark of the second quarter makes it 13-6. Nice patience that time by Coker. A little initial pressure, kind of stepped out of it to his right, and then found a soft spot where Kobe Ellenbecker was open, and he dove in. Here goes the 2-point effort. Straight ahead, Decker goes in, and he scores. The 2 points, 13-8 in favor of Assumption. We're early in the second, and Assumption's on top. We'll have the Athens kickoff for you in just a moment on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. If you're watching tonight's game on the Solaris cable system, we welcome you. On the Charter cable system, we welcome you. Live on Facebook, welcome aboard. And live streaming on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media's website. Glad to have you along on all of the platforms tonight. Assumption Royal Football against Athens live. Cooper Dietrich kicks it away on the run at the 22. Up comes Craig Elson. He's still on his feet. He's all the way out to the 38 or 9 yard line. Well, the Royals have touched the football twice on offense, and both times they have gotten a long touchdown run on the option play to the far side. We've switched ends now, and we'll see if they continue to be a left-handed team on the option. That'll put that option play right out in front of us. We'll be right there on the field for it. There you go. You're right. You're literally right on the line of scrimmage with Craig Elson. And that inside handoff to Aiden Elson as he fights to the 45-yard line for 6 yards. Derek Bathke, one of his O-linemen, picking him up after that very productive run on first down. We begin to wonder here, as we have moved well into the second quarter, is this going to be a shootout tonight? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? To have teams briskly moving the ball throughout the game and putting some points up on the scoreboard. Now, I know Jeff Sullivan would like it to be just when offense of the Royals is on the field, but looks kind of has that feel tonight. Second man through. Cole Stotts fighting his way to midfield for a first down and into Athens territory.
Aiden Elson with the carry. First down, Royals.
I think that was Cole Stotts, 14, carrying that time as the second man through. Stotts again, sifting through. He's got some room at the 40. Steps inside the 30, and he's on his way. He's going to score, baby, here at the 5, and in he goes. From 49 yards away. The third long touchdown run of the night that the Royals have broken. (19-8) in favor of the Royals. Well, I know this much. Cole Stotts has got over 100 yards on the night because he's got a 65-yard touchdown run and a 49-yard touchdown run. Royals will go for 2 to try to get up to 21 here. And can he get around the corner? Elson dives for the pylon, and he's pushed out of bounds. The score will remain 19-8 in favor of the Royals, who are 3 for 3 on offensive possessions.
Blue Jays 8.
So the touchdown runs tonight, 55, 65, and 49 yards.
Drive for your school also on that day. Assumption Catholic School's recycling event will be taking place at Assumption High School. We're partnering with Express Recycling.
169 yards rushing on the touchdowns alone. And I would think that on the game, and now look, we're not even halfway through the second quarter, but on the game, the Royals are nearing 200 yards of rushing yardage tonight. I don't think there's a single passing yard, but they're doing it on the ground, and they're out front. 19-8 with 7:43 to go, second quarter. The coaches just said to Josh Jockel, how are you going to make your mark tonight? They're coaching him up hard on the Royal sideline here in this one. 19-8 Assumption. Herrera with the line drive. Nice kick here down to the 10. The return is to the 25 and some room. Leg from behind is going to take away some of this return. That was Luis Alvarez. And I think this will move the Blue Jays back. It's just a matter of where they start. Looks like they pace it off from the 28. So Athens will start inside of the 20, back at their own 18-yard line. Very interesting what we've seen offensively from the Blue Jays tonight, in that they came out in that first series and they were throwing the ball out of that spread formation. And really primarily were a throwing team on the first possession. They kept that formation, that spread out formation with all those receivers on the second possession, but they ran the football primarily. Now they scored the touchdown on a pass. It wasn't totally running, but it was primarily running. It was run heavy, and we'll see what they do here on their third possession, starting with their worst field position. They turn around, they give it to Decker, and Decker goes across the 20 to the 21 or 2-yard line. Just a modest gain of a couple of yards for Jordan Decker.
Jordan Decker with a carry.
He's a senior,
Pick up a 1 on the play.
as is quarterback Seth Coker.
How much guys is the train had a youth summer co-ed softball league? And each team had to supply one player.
Second down play, loose football. I think the Royals, no, it's still loose. Who's got it? It's the Royals who have it inside of the 10-yard line. First man who had a chance was Jacob Curran, and then that ball squirted to the far side away from us. I don't know what Royal got it, but I know they have created their first turnover of the night, and they have a first and goal at the Athens 9-yard line, looking to make it 4 for 4 on offensive possessions here tonight.
And I was going to give him until he got to me. But his coach got to him before he got to me.
So Duelman to the right. Option play. Elson sifting through. He's in for the touchdown. It's Craig Elson going in from 9 yards out. And exactly 1 minute after the Stotts 49-yard touchdown run, it's Craig Elson from 9 yards out to make it 25-8 in favor of Assumption. And now I'm just keeping track of this. It's quite an extraordinary night. 178 yards rushing on the touchdown plays. 4 of them in the first quarter and a half. And timeout here. Head coach Jeff Sullivan calling time before this 2-minute attempt. Second timeout of the half for the Royals. So they'll talk about the 2-point conversion here. It's 25-8 in favor of Assumption. 2-point conversion is what you're looking at. And flags all over the field, 3 of them. Motion against the Royals. See if this changes their mind about a kick or a play. We'll move it back to the 7.5-yard line. Assumption's on top, 25-8. They will run the play. Cole Stotts is the motion back. He's got the pitch. He's got the edge. He's struck down at the 5-yard line. Thought he had the edge there because Duhlman sealed the inside, but he was run down from behind. And that was Seth Coker, the young man who plays quarterback on offense, that ran him down from behind. And we've seen Stotts squirt free for 2 long touchdown runs. Didn't expect to see him get to pull down from behind, but he did that time, and the score will remain Assumption 25 and Athens 8. So the turnover turns into 6 points. Herrera to kick it away. Nice kick again down to the 15-yard line. And Alvarez has it up at the 34.
Return gives Ruby the first down on their own 35-yard
So at the 35-yard line, here comes Athens, down now by 17. They're a little bit stunned on that west side line. First and 10. Coker hands it off to Denson, trying to sift his way through. He's taken down from behind by Ben Elson after he reaches the 39-yard line. So pick up of 4 yards on first down.
Dean with the carry. Pick up of 3.
Handoff is to Deedham. Tries to get the edge. Gets the 40 to the 41. And it's going to be third down and about 4 or so. First down is smidgen past the 45.
Brings up third and 4.
Decker, far side, first down. Slowed down around the 47 or 8.
Jordan Decker, the carry, picks up a first down.
So Decker has the first down, and the Blue Jays move the chains. Decker hit the backfield, and down he goes. That is who else but Cole Stotts tonight. His second tackle for a loss just in the second period.
Play results in 2nd and 12.
Second down now from back at the 45. It's Decker again. He's got midfield, and he's fighting, and he's inside of Assumption territory at about the 48-yard line. So he gets about 7 of that back on a really tough run. That might have been Dane Diethelm. Yeah, Dane Diethelm got off the bottom of that pile. I stand corrected there and apologize. Dane Diethelm carries it for the 7 yards. Third down, looks close to 6 as we spy the yard markers on the far side. And the Royals step into the neutral zone, and what was 3rd and 7 has now become 3rd and 2.
Jumping on assumptions for jumping off sides. Stop for a measurement.
Well, it's close enough, they say, to measure. Okay, I thought it was clearly more than 5 yards, but apparently not. Short by that much. To what, 1.5 foot or so? Half a yard? See if Coker's under center here.
Third down.
Yep, it's a quarterback sneak, and Coker is inside of the 41 for the first down. We'll keep an extra eye now on the clock at 3:32 for the half. Athens has all 3 of their timeouts, but it's Assumption that has the 25-8 lead. Coker's back, he's throwing it long down the near side. Allen Becker jumps, and he's defended by Reed Duhlman at the 12. Nice job by Duhlman, who on a earlier play, very similar to that one, got a pass interference call, but he played that one perfectly. Went up, well, there's a flag down, but it is a personal foul against the defense. Not Duhlman on the pass play, but another player at another place, and that will give Athens a first down. Takes it all the way down to the 25.
Comes the results in a first down at the 25.
That one was away from the immediate action where your eye was. Not where an official's eye was, but a fan's eye was watching the pass play. Coker wants to throw long down the far side. Out there, diving catch. Did he make it? No, he did not at the goal line.
Pass play falls incomplete. Second down.
Intended receiver there was Liam Weller, who stretched out at the goal line, well defended by Craig Elson. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Diethelm, short carry, just to the 25. Just gets a smidgen before he's taken down. Takes off his helmet and walks off the field.
There's the game, Diethelm. Derek Baskey and Aiden Nelson with the tackle. 3rd down.
3rd and long. Clock's rolling now at 2.5 minutes for the first half. Here comes Coker on the bootleg, has a man, it's Ellenbecker, incomplete. That one was thrown out of bounds. He couldn't catch that one and stay in bounds, so it's going to be 4th and 10. Well, there's a big play in the football game. Assumption's got a 17-point lead. There's 2 minutes and 22 seconds for the half. If they hold here, it's a big deal. Athens needs something to draw closer here at halftime to come on out and really make it a game in the second half, don't they? Coker getting pressure. Steps up on the run to the far side. He's got the first down, and he's got the 10-yard line and a 1st and goal. Well, that's a big conversion there. You see the clock stopped with the chains on the move for the 1st and goal. And on that note, Athens calls a timeout, their first of the half. Assumption 25 and Athens 8. Right at the 10 for the 1st and goal. Decker, not much doing there. Maybe the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Jordan Decker with a carry.
A roll under 2 minutes now. 2 timeouts left for Athens, and Assumption has 1 at their disposal. Diethelm cuts back inside the 5, and down he goes to the 2-yard line. Dane Diethelm. And it'll be a 3rd and goal play.
3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Receivers left and right. Out of the shotgun, Coker. Decker, straight ahead. Did he make it? No, they say he did not. He stopped inside of the 1-yard line. And he's holding his right leg. Excuse me, his left leg, isn't it? Yeah, that's his right leg that's up in the air. I'm correct on the first look. .55 seconds for the half. 4th and goal. They continue to work there on Decker. The Royals defenders take a break, and they give head coach Todd Diethelm a little extra time to contemplate what he'd like to run on 4th down. So you can see Decker's up and okay. Fourth down.
Carry results in 4th and goal from the 1-yard line.
What's the play call? Everybody's bunched up in tight. Looks like a quarterback sneak with Coker. And he drives in for the touchdown with 48 seconds to go.
Carry by Seth Coker results in a touchdown for Athens.
25-14, and based on their earlier score, we expect Athens here to go for 2 to pull them to within 9. And they'll do just that. Penalty flag on the bubble screen that is to Ellenbecker. It's a successful conversion, but I don't think it's going to stand. It's against this Athens squad. And we'll have a second attempt from the 7.5-yard line.
Penalties for an illegal shift.
6 touchdowns in this first half, 4 of them for Assumption. Still going for 2 now from the 7. Coker throws it up to the back corner. Catches. Athens crowd says made, and they are right. It's caught by Liam Weller, and that makes it now 25-16. Folks, that scoreboard is incorrect. It's 25-16. It was 25-8, and Athens just got 8 points. It's 25-16. Oh, that's it, Art. They gave him 6 points for that 2-point conversion. But it's 25-16. 2 touchdowns, 2 2-point conversions, and now there's the correction.
Blue Jays 16.
So 48 seconds remains here in the half, and Assumption does have a timeout to work with. So if they can get themselves a good kickoff return here, make something happen in the closing seconds of the half. Short kick on the row. This ball's loose at the 40, and Assumption's on it. Alert play by John Storts to cover it at the 40-yard line. Bounded off of the return man forward right towards the oncoming Blue Jays, but Storts with the alert play at the 40. That took a second on the game clock. So 47 seconds, 60 yards to cover. Remember that 3 of the 4 touchdowns tonight by the Royals have been long runs of half a field or more. Do they have one more in them before the half? Option, short side, Stotts cuts back but is taken down at the 42-yard line. .30 seconds. Looks like the Royals will continue to go without a huddle and run at least one more play here. They're waiting for the play call. 19 seconds. 15. Nelson steps out of pressure, but now he goes down at the 35. And that'll end the half. It's been an entertaining half and a good half for the Assumption Royals. At halftime, it's Assumption 25 and Athens 16. You're watching Assumption Royal football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. After 41 points in the first half, what will we have in the second? 25-16 in favor of Assumption, as they will be kicking off here to Athens to begin the third quarter of play. Kimo Ferreira will kick it away. Luis Alvarez is back deep along with Jake Denzen. Alvarez on the run at about the 18. And he crosses the 30-yard line. Now Assumption is excited about a possible fumble, but nothing forthcoming, but Alvarez slow getting up. So 1st and 10 right there at the 34-yard line. Assumption was 4 for 5 on scoring possessions. 5 possessions, 4 touchdowns, and really the one that they didn't score on, they got the ball with 48 seconds left in the half and didn't have an opportunity to see what might come of that drive. Here's a handoff inside to Dane Diethelm, and he is stopped dead in his tracks by Josh Dockel. No gain on the play, maybe even a half of a yard of loss or so. So it'll bring up 2nd down. We're going to call it 2nd and 10. Jordan Decker is back in the game. You'll recall he had a right leg issue late in the half. Here's a loose football. Coker brings it down, and he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage again. So two downs and nothing doing on either one of them for the Athens Blue Jays. 3rd and long. Coker still has it, and down, slips out of a tackle, slips away from another man, cuts up the middle into the near sidelines, and he's being dragged down by Fiera and gets help from Coran down at the Assumption 36-yard line. Somehow he got loose on that play.
Tackle by Kimo Ferreira.
Was able to sift his way. That was not the design of the play, but he was able to take a broken play and turn it in to a big play. 29 yards on that 3rd and 10 play. Lead draw Decker comes into the open, slips by that man, on his feet at the 10, at the 5, and he scores the touchdown. 36-yard touchdown run.
The touchdown carry to the Blue Jays.
25-22. And we've got ourselves a barn burner here tonight. Athens to go for 2 to pull to within 1. 10-10 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. That didn't take long, did it? And it's a handoff and the lead draw to Decker, and they say he did not make it. So it will remain 25-22. And fans, I've got just a little bit of math to do here. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown runs of between 36 and 65 yards in this in this football game. We're breaking up long touchdown runs right and left. 7 touchdowns in the game, and we barely made it to the third quarter. Cooper Dietrich does the kicking for Athens. Greg Elson at the 22 chooses the near sidelines and jumps across the 35 to the 36. And we're going to get a late hit called against Athens. Elson was down and the defender came in late, popped right on top of him. Greg took a little exception to it, and his teammates skid him out of there before the possibility of losing this 15 yards is taken away. Personal foul up against the Blue Jays, going to take the football to midfield, and so Assumption's going to start off with great field position.
Played in by the Blue Jays gives the Royals a 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line.
Smack dab at midfield. Hopping through all the way down to the 43-yard line goes Aiden Elson.
Carried by Milton.
Second and 3. Option, Aiden Elson, first down into the secondary. On his way, touchdown Assumption. It's a 43-yard touchdown run. What a night. That comes at 9:16, so that touchdown is merely 54 seconds after the Athens score. Makes it 31-22, and it's another long touchdown run for the Royals here tonight. Elson's second. He's got one from 55 and now one from 43, and Fierro's going to attempt the extra point.
There we go, there we go.
And it's successful. So the Royals have moved out on top 32-22, and in the opening 2 minutes and 44 seconds of the third quarter, we have 13 new points on the board, 13 new points. The only question remains now is how many are we going to have up there at the end of the night? End over end. And down it goes to Denson. He's going to bring it to this side, and what a beautiful play in the open field by Cole Stotts. Boy, Cole's bet himself one whale of a football game, and he's done it on all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams. Pinning the Blue Jays back at their own 24-yard line.
The 23-yard line.
And they're going to hold on here because the tee is still on the field, I believe. Yep. They'll give it inside and nowhere to go for Decker. Good job there by Josh Jockel again.
Jordan Decker tackled in the backfield.
Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 11. Coker's going to throw the bubble screen. It's caught on the far side, but just a short gain for Liam Weller. He only has made the 26-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and 8.
3rd down.
Coker wants to throw in the middle, pulls it down, and down he goes. Down he goes back at the 22-yard line. We're congratulating Ben Elson. I think he's the guy that got the sack. Good pressure by the Royals. What will Athens do? They haven't punted yet tonight, yet they're deep in their own end. They're at the 22-yard line. This looks like they'll kick it away with Coker. I beg your pardon, I do remember him punting now on the first possession. So the 2nd kick of the night, except he didn't that time, remember, he pulled it down and he ran. Excuse me, please. Converted the 1st down, so it is the first punt. It's not the first time they've been in punt formation, but it is their first punt of the night. And the Royals are going to get good field position. Now remember, tonight Assumption is 5 out of 6. 6 possessions, 5 touchdown runs. And they start at their own 41 with 7:20 to go in the 3rd, up 32-22. Aiden Elson straight ahead. He stopped at about the 43-yard line.
Just don't pick your own ticket. Why not?
Short gain on the play for the Royals will be 2nd and 8.
2nd down, we'll call it a long 7. Pitch out near side, 45. Stotts is free across midfield. He's got a 1st down, and he comes to the 45-yard line. 1st down, a run by Stotts, who's well over 100 yards rushing on the night.
1st and 10 for the Royals.
Blue Jay defense just doesn't have the answers tonight. Well over 200 yards in team rushing for the Assumption Royals. Whistle stops play. I think this will be a procedure call against Assumption. And we'll make it 1st and 15 from midfield.
That'll bring up 1st and 15.
Keeper by Elson to the outside at the 40, down the sidelines at the 20. He cuts back in at the 10. Oh, and he's dragged down at the 9-yard line. Oh man, very nearly another one of those long touchdown runs. But now the Royals are set up 1st and goal.
That carry will bring up a 1st and goal for the Royals on
Down at the 8-yard line. 42-yard run there from midfield. They give it to Aiden Nelson, and he's going to walk in for the score. And Assumption is moved on top 38-22. We still are not at the midway mark of the 3rd quarter. Aiden Nelson's 3rd touchdown run of the night. Both Aiden and Cole Stotts now are over 100 yards rushing. Pereira has the extra point. It is 39-22 in favor of Assumption. And so Athens gets the ball to start the 2nd half. They go right down and score to tighten up the game at 25-22. And look at this answer from Assumption. Aiden Nelson with 2 touchdown runs to make it 39-22. And folks, 7 possessions for the offense of the Royals tonight. 6 touchdowns. 39-22 midway through the 3rd. This is it's Denson, 6. Denson bringing the ball back to the 25-yard line where he is spilled down. Rico Franklin, the sophomore, in on that tackle.
We did have a winner for the 50-50. Thank you all so much.
So Athens will go from the 26-yard line. Coker in the pocket. He's being flushed out on the run to the far side. Lets it go, and it is nearly picked off. Nearly picked off by Craig Elson at the Assumption 40.
Pass is broken up by Craig Elson. Second down, 10.
Looks like he had a win. I got that on. All right. Have a good night.
Second down 10 now. Oh, where's the man that he wants to pitch the ball to? There he is. It's Decker across the 35 and for a first down at the 37-yard line. I think either Coker turned the wrong way or he expected Decker. I think it was Coker who turned the wrong way, unless he was trying to fake the Royal defense, because all the other members of the offensive unit were executing the play to the near or short side of the field. And so he was either faking or he took a false step on the play himself. It's a first down regardless of all of that. Now the handoff and little room in the middle for Dane Deedham. And he's got it to the 41-yard line. 4 yards on first down.
Second down to 7.
Whoa, big hit in the backfield on Decker. Huge hit now. They say the football's loose. Royals are certain that they have it. What's the call? Meanwhile, Decker's down to the his coach quickly out to check on him. So still Athens football after about a 2-yard loss. They're going to call it Athens possession, despite the exhortations of the Royals on defense. Second time tonight that Jordan Decker's been down. First time for a right leg injury. That time he was holding his face mask after the hit. So 4:37 remains in the third quarter. Assumption now with 14 unanswered points in the period and a 39-22 lead. Decker's up and getting a good round of applause from both sides. Second down and nearly 9 after that big hit in the backfield by the Royals. Entire Athens team over there on the sidelines. There's no timeout. I think we're in an official's timeout. Scoreboard still says 3 timeouts aside. And they're going to wait for one of the training staff to get across to help out with Jordan Decker. All right, here we go now on a 3rd and long. They still have 2nd down on the scoreboard, but 3rd down on the down marker. Dane Diethelm is stopped in the hole near the line of scrimmage. What a job by the Royals tonight. And I know that we have 16 minutes to play in this football game, and we don't know who's going to win and who's going to lose. But boy, all 3 phases of the game, the Royals have just made plays. That's the deal. They made plays. They haven't played perfectly. They played with great heart, great effort, and they made plays on defense, on offense, on special teams. And now the timeout is called by the Athens Blue Jays.
Next Saturday.
4th down. Coker's in punt formation. It appears the Royals are a bit incredulous of that because they have no one deep. No, he's going to throw. And he does. In and out of the hands of the defender, who was Aiden Elson. And he was right there with Liam Weller, and the Royals have held on downs. And they're going to get it at the 41-yard line of Athens. With 3:45 to go in the 3rd. Looking to build on a 17-point cushion. That's their largest lead tonight. They've had it on 2 occasions. Oh, bumped in the oh, football's loose. The pitch is intercepted by the Athens Blue Jays at the 42. As Craig Elson tried to pitch that ball, he was hit. It went into the arms of one of the Blue Jays, and that's a fumble, I would guess. A fumble recovery at the 42. Certainly not a pass. Well, what will happen out of this? First turnover of the night for the Royals. Coker on the slant. Weller catches it. Flags down. It's almost certainly against the offense. The completion takes the ball to the Assumption 44. But again, this is against Athens. Holding. So what was about a 13-yard gain is going to be about a 10-yard loss. Going to take it all the way back to the 42.
Flag on the play.
Or marked walk-off from the 42 to the 32.
Temporary results in a loss of 10. First and 20.
First down and 20 here for Athens. 3:31 to go in the third. Trouble for Dedham, who comes to about the 45-yard line.
Dedham on the carry.
Second down now and about 18 yards to go. 2:50 for this third period. Again, Assumption's on top 39-22. Trying to get a stop after a turnover. Room on this near side. Midfield for Jake Denson. Denson bringing it up to midfield where it'll be third down and just 2. Big pickup there.
Tackled by Jacob Coran.
Big third down play. Oh, beautiful play in the hole by Aiden Elson at midfield. He throws Dane Dedham to the field, bringing up a 4th and 2.
Tackled by Aiden Nelson. Third down.
All right, they both dig in at midfield.
Fourth down.
Athens desperately needing a score to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. And Assumption trying to get a big 4th down stop. Coker on the run, throws in the middle, is picked off at the 40. Ferreira comes back to the 44, and the Royals hold on downs. There's another one of those big plays. And Ferreira's made a couple of them tonight on defense. A big open field tackle earlier. And now he gets the INT. And the Royals get the football back at the 44. This is Aiden Nelson up through the middle to the 47. About 2.5 for Aiden. Stotts getting free into the secondary. There he goes. He's on his way to the far corner. Can he make it? He can. It's another Royal touchdown run. This one of 54 yards. And now it's 45-22. The Royals move on top with 21 seconds for the third. Point after is good. It's 46-22. I have Cole Stotts now, incredibly unofficially. But I have him for 223 yards on his touchdown runs. That's it. Just the touchdown runs. 65 yards, 49 yards, 54 yards. Let me see that again. Let me add that again for you since we have the break here. That was 4 and 114. Okay, for Stotts alone, 168 yards on 3 touchdown runs. That's not his stats for the night, just his touchdown runs. And meanwhile, the Royals, 178 and 54. 232 yards on all of their touchdown runs tonight. All right, 46-22 Assumption with 21 seconds for the third. What a way to bust out. Had hard time getting on the scoreboard this year up until tonight, but they have broken out in fine fashion. Seven touchdown runs tonight. All on the ground. Have not attempted a pass that I recall. Denson here, across the field to the near side. And he's slung down at the 38-yard line. Well, if the Royals have that many yards on their rushing touchdowns, they have to be well over 300 yards rushing, and that would mean over 300 yards total offense through 3 quarters. Remember that. Now we're talking about through 3 quarters of the football game. 12 seconds left here. And a nice job coming up. It was Aiden Nelson who initially tripped up the ball carrier. Number 10 there that you can see is Dane Diethelm. We're at the end of 3 quarters of play. Assumption 46 and Athens 22. We'll have the 4th quarter after a short timeout on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. We begin the 4th period with Assumption on top, 46-22. If you want to hear something just a little bit unusual, we'll share that with you here in the early part of this fourth quarter. 2nd down and 7. Draw play that is stuffed in the hole. Boy, the Royals just gotta give them all the kudos that we can for how they played all throughout this football game. The next 2 Royal home games will be on the road next week, but the last 2 weeks in September, they actually play morning games. Yeah, the kickoff will be at 11 a.m. on a Saturday on each of the last 2 Saturdays of the month of September to wrap up the home schedule. That'll be a first, certainly for me, to do a morning kickoff. Look at that tackle. Cole Stotts might be the player of the game. Of all the candidates that we have, Josh Dockel, Aiden Elson, Kimo Ferreira, Stotts has made plays after play after play. 4th down and about 4. Here's Coker looking at the kick, and this time will kick it. His 2nd punt of the night. Fair catch. Oh, it's fumbled. Who's got the football? It's Athens. Athens has recovered the fumbled punt at the 20-yard line. And the Royals commit their 2nd turnover of the night. Comes with 10:38 to go in this fourth quarter.
On the 20-yard line.
Well, can the Blue Jays turn this turnover into getting back into the football game? Right now they're down by 24. Nice job again. Look at that defensive play. And of course it's Cole Stotts first. Jarrett Hartley is also in on the play. Hartley and Stotts make the stop at the 20-yard line. Now, I just keep track of scoring plays. We don't have stats for the game. But it'd be interesting to know how many tackles for losses the Royals have had. It seems like a handful each quarter. I mean, it feels like they passed a dozen of them in the football game. Now, maybe that's just a feeling, but there's been a lot here tonight. 2nd down. Coker throws far side. The pass is caught, but it's a very short gain to Gabriel Welks. Welks inside of the 20, but just to the 19-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Talk about Aiden Nelson. 3rd and 9.
Certainly when you're down 24, this is go for broke. 4 downs to get a touchdown. Coker's in trouble. Curran's there. No, now coming through and making the sack is Derek Bathke. Bathke nails him back inside of the 30-yard line at about the 27. There's another tackle for loss. And as I speculate that the Royals could have a dozen or more tackles for losses, that's 2 here just on the last couple of plays. So 4th down and very long. The Blue Jays have got to get to the 10-yard line to keep this drive alive and really to keep their hopes in the football game alive. We're under 9 minutes and the Royals lead by 24. And timeout. This will be called by Athens, and they will have 1 timeout remaining now. 46 for Assumption, 22 for Athens.
Make sure you get to that at the Assumption Gym. Starts early with some younger players playing that evening. Thursday evening, the tennis team will be home at the West Junior High Rams Court in Boston. And then home on Saturday here at Lincoln High School with a 14 team.
Here's the 4th down play. It's 4th down and 16. Coker throwing it in the seam, incomplete, as Craig Elson had the coverage on Liam Weller. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Royals offense will get it back. Craig Elson still has it. He's going to get oh, he slipped down. Making a cut back up into the middle of the field. Down he goes at the 36-yard line. Nice pickup there. 7 yards on first down. Ideal. Really, the Royals right now, they don't want to break another long run. They just want to grind it out 5-6 yards at a time. Not much doing there. It's Craig Elson again, stopped at the line of scrimmage, so it'll be third down. And a whistle here that will be a 5-yard procedure call against Assumption. So 3rd and 2 just became 3rd and 7 with 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Assumption, though, remains comfortably in the lead at 46-22. Royals go on the road next week, and then those 2 Saturday morning starts that we talked to you about are the final 2 home games. Royals just have the 4 home dates this season, and it's hard to believe that by the last Saturday in September, the home season will be wrapped up. And there's a loose football again. Looks like the Royals got back on it, but it'll be 4th down and about 7 after that. You could see that that exchange was in trouble from the very start.
4th down.
So the Royals will choose to punt here. Jake Denson drops back to receive the kick. Oh, he made pressure on Aiden Nelson, but he gets it away. It will bound into the Athens end of the field, but just to the 45-yard line. Alvarez to the 50, where Aiden Nelson takes him down. 5-yard pickup there.
Luis Alvarez with the carry. Aiden Nelson with the tackle.
Second down. It's Denson to the far side, and he's going to get swamped under. There's a loose football. They're going to say that the runner was down. There's a gentleman in the stands right down in front of us watching the Brewer game on his phone. It's the pennant race, and the Brewers are playing the Giants tonight. The last that I saw, it was 2-2 There he is, Art, right there. That's the Brewer game on his phone. He's watching his Royals and he's watching his Brewers. And I only hope the Brewers do as well as the Royals. We get a couple of W's out of that tonight. Cardinals have lost, by the way, so the Brewers could go up a game and a half on that second wild card slot. Coker in the pocket. Wants to set up the screen in the middle. Does. Denson has it. There's a loose football, and the Royals most certainly are on top of that at midfield. 4:17 for the fourth, and the Royals create the turnover.
Royals recover and have first down.
Aiden Nelson pops through the hole, and there he goes to the 35-yard line. Thought that might be another one of those long touchdown runs tonight, but he got tripped up after he got the first down at the 35. And you want to see a good sign, fans? The Athens Blue Jays coaches up in the booth next to us have headed out. They've there they go, right down the chute. Those are the two guys who were next door to us. On the headsets to the sidelines for Athens. They pulled it in with 4 minutes to go. Craig Elson pulled down by the shirt at the 32-yard line.
Craig Elson with the carry.
Clock's all the way down to the 3-minute mark. Cole Stotts pulled down at the line of scrimmage. There's the Brewer game. If I'm reading it right, the Brewers just scored. I don't know what that makes the score, but it looks like two Brewers just crossed the plate. And go Brewers. We'll be happy to look up and see how they're doing after the game. Third down and long. First down's at the 25. Aiden Nelson churning, diving near that first down, but not quite there. So it's going to be 4th and a yard. Final 2 minutes on the way. Well, after a rough start, 3 losses, and not many points, Jeff Sullivan and his coaching staff and this Royal team going to get the chance to celebrate tonight, and well earned.
4th and 1.
Oh, who will get called? Procedure or offside? Movement in the middle of the line. Offside against Athens. And that will give Assumption a first down with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go. There's Jeff. He's going to, I can't show it now, but he's going to feel good about this one. He's going to congratulate his team on a night that, again, if I had to characterize it in a sentence, the Royals made plays tonight. Not a perfect game, but they made plays in all facets of the game. And they have earned themselves a big win. Now it's just a victory formation. We'll just have to do this about 2 more times to close out their first win of the year, and they are earning the very appreciative applause.
4-2 after 7 innings.
For all of you who have spent all or a part of this evening with us on the various platforms of Wisconsin Rapids Community Media, thank you. We have enjoyed your company here tonight, and we look forward to it again when we come back with you for action from this field, whether it be Lincoln, whether it be Assumption. We look forward to you being with us again. Final seconds are ticking down.
Person takes me again.
They need to.
I thank the student cheering
I don't think
section
that they need to do that again. I think we're good to go now. It's a 25-second play clock, and that means we should be out the door here. The final score tonight is the Assumption Royals 46 and the Athens Blue Jays 22. We congratulate the Royals on their first win of the year, and thank you for joining us. For Travis Plowman and Art Napgezek, I'm Milton Van Natta on behalf of Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.